don't give a fuck what you say. Yeah, I'ma do shit my way. So you can go kick rocks, I'ma stack bricks up, build what I want to make.
Yo, I got a lot of shit to say, so I'ma do this every day. I'll be writing things until I'm fucking buried in my grave. 6 feet deep under, but my body won't decay. Cause my messages are timeless, so they'll put them on display. Oh yeah, I rap with a certainty, I have a sense of urgency. A message for eternity, for everyone internally. I had some people burning me, but now they fucking learn to see I ain't the one to fuck with, now they looking nervously. And I don't really care what you think of me respectfully. You can kick rocks if you think you're fucking better, see. I will outwork you, turn you to an enemy. Hurt you so bad that you're gonna need some therapy. I got the motherfucking recipe. I've been cooking up hits, I'ma leave a legacy. You'll be looking small when you're standing right next to me. I'm 5'10", bitch, but I'm 10 feet.
Cause I don't give a fuck what you say. Yeah, I'ma do shit my way. So you can go kick rocks, I'ma stack bricks up, build what I want to make. Cause I don't give a fuck what you say. Yeah, I'ma do shit my way. So you can go kick rocks, I'ma stack bricks up, build what I want to make. Yeah, I'ma do it my way.
Coming out with a statement. You really changed, man, all your music and arrangement. You don't know shit, shut your mouth, you can save it. I'm the same dude that got his come up from the basement. 100 songs, 100 weeks, didn't change it. Experiments, development, intelligence, and patience. I'll do it all again, cause I never feel complacent. Let's keep the good vibes, positivity's contagious. I'm never looking back, cause I made a life that's passionate. A college graduate suppressing all his talents, yeah. He found a way to go and change, become an advocate. For taking control of your life, go out and battle. And you think you have a dream, then act on it, get after it. Get out your head and fucking capture it. You got one life to master it. Don't give up on your future, we all start losers. We're all late bloomers, gotta start through the sewer.
What you say? Yeah, I'ma do shit my way. So you can go kick rocks, I'ma stack bricks up, build what I want to make. Cause I don't give a fuck what you say. Yeah, I'ma do shit my way.
What's up, all you beautiful people? How y'all doing tonight? I hope y'all had a wonderful day. I hope it's been sunny and it hadn't been raining or no snow or no nothing like that. I hope everyone is doing great. Let me do the pledge and I'll come in and say hello to everyone. All right, guys, here's the pledge.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank y'all so much for that. Thank y'all for listening to the pledge. The pledge means everything to me, so I really do appreciate that. So we'll come in and say hello, starting at the top. We got Sky Angel, Sunshine. What's up, Laney? It's good to see you. We got Nightbot, Ryan Brimmer. Hey, Ryan, how are you? Hope your day is going well. We have Summer Thunder. And Angel will be in here in just a little bit. She is doing something with James right now. But she'll be in here in a little bit. And there is Far Q. It is good to see you, Far Q. I hope you're doing fine. I hope you're doing great. So tonight's story is Amora Bain Carson. Says Toddler's exorcism turns deadly. Now, guys, I don't know about no. Well, good. That's good to hear, Park you. I just don't understand any of this for a 13-month-old, and it's just ridiculous. what people will go through to throw into their beliefs. Hey, Mary Jane Doe, it's good to see you. Thank you for being here. Please, on y'all's way in, hit that like and that share and subscribe. If you have, thank you so very much. If you haven't, please consider it. It would be very much appreciated. All right, guys, I'm going to bring us up. It's not the 13-month-old, it's the parents' brain function, in my opinion. But we're going to bring up this little story here. It's off of Cron newsletter, I guess is what it is. It's from Houston. I'll read that, and then we'll talk a little more about it. But tell me if y'all can see that good enough. If not, I will try and make it bigger for y'all. Let's see if I can make it bigger. Is that good enough for y'all? Can y'all see that? Put a 1 in chat if you can see that. All right. Conroe jury hears horrific details of injuries to a slain baby. Jury hears details of injuries to a slain baby. This happened May 6, 2010. Thank y'all for answering my question. Conroe. In the last hours of 13-month-old Amora Bain Carson's life, she endured inexplicable pain from 24 human bites, multiple fractures to her ribs, and numerous abrasions to her entire face. Yes, trigger warning, guys. Thank you, Summer Thunder. What were they trying to exercise out of this child that you would have to bite, fracture ribs, and cut up a face? Really, guys? All right, let's continue. Her injuries were so severe and extensive that medical examiner who performed her autopsy testified Wednesday during the capital murder trial of Blaine Case Millam that they were the worst he's ever seen inflicted on a child. This particular body was, I guess, shocking is the word that comes to mind, testified Dr. Keith Pinkard, a forensic pathologist with Southwest Institute of Forensic Sciences in Dallas. Oh, yeah. Just when you can't think they can't get any worse. All of Amora's injuries were caused while she was alive, and some were possibly hours old, Pinkard said. Wednesday marked the third day of testimony in Millam's trial, which was moved from Rush County in East Texas to Montgomery County because of pretrial publicity. Look, I don't believe in that bullshit either. Why are you going to move it? Why are you going to move a trial when it didn't happen in that other place? They say that they want you judged by your peers. Peers are where people live around you, not in the neighboring city or the neighboring town or the neighboring county. Peers are peers are the people that know you, live in the same town you do, and all that. So why move it? Just because you know that they're going to barbecue your ass? Okay, you shouldn't have done that to a child. Did she have a chance to request another place to go? No. Just like the girl down here in Kingsport, right down the road from me. she's wanting to be tried in another county because of all the people down here have already found her guilty in their heads. So be it. You murdered your child. You stuffed her in a trash can while she was still alive, upside down, with her neck bent backwards. The back of her head was touching her back. Should you get a fair trial? No. You know why? She didn't get a fair chance at life because you was her mother, you bitch. I can't even think of her name now. I can't even think of her name. If Hippie Grandma was in here, she could tell you. It's the one in Kingsport. Uh, Boswell. Boswell was her last name. Yeah, yeah. Just ridiculous. It does. And I'm sorry it hurts people like that, Laney, but people got to realize what's going on in this world. You got to tell these stories to let people know, and it hurts mine to talk about it. But people want this shit hid. They don't want nobody to find out about it. They don't want you to find out about your neighbors or anything like that. It's ridiculous. Millum, 20, and his girlfriend Jessica Carson, also 20, are accused of killing Carson's daughter on December 2nd, 2008, in an attempted exorcism. Carson, who remains in jail, will be tried separately on a capital murder charge. Authorities said the couple called 911 that morning to report the child's death. They told investigators they went to a pawn shop, then returned to the mobile home to find Amora dead. Okay, 2 grown adults are going to leave their 13-month-old child in a trailer by herself. All right, that's one fucking fault against you there. People are ridiculous, man. I'm telling you. It was widely reported when the crime occurred that the couple went to sell household tools to get money to hire a priest for an exorcism. All right, guys, give me just a second. All right, I'll be right back. Give me just a second. All right, guys. Sorry about that. Neighbor come to the door. So let's see. Hey Kiki. Hey Selena. Sorry I didn't get to say hi to you. Can you hear me now? Put a one in chat if you can hear me. Okay. Yeah, I was talking to the neighbor. He come to the door. Let's see. It was widely reported that when the crime occurred, that the couple went to sell. I didn't read that, didn't I? Rush County Judge J. Clay Gossett of the 4th District Court is presiding over the trial. Rusk County District Attorney Michael Jimerson and Lisa Tanner, Assistant State Attorney General, are representing the state. During questioning by Tanner, what's up, Seth? Just reading this story about this little 13-month-old that the parents should have their ass whooped. During questioning by Tanner, Pinkard described Amore's injuries and pointed them out in an autopsy photo. Several jurors were visibly shaken by the graphic photos of the 23-pound child. One male juror put his head down and covered his eyes while a female juror wiped away tears. All right, brother. Have a good one. I'll holler at you. Hit the like for me on your way out. One male juror put, let's see, Millam wearing a dark blue jacket and white shirt never looked at the photos. I hear you. Pinkard said a couple of things jumped out at him about the child's body. He said her face was covered with abrasions and scrapes to the point that the abrasions were all touching each other, which made it appear like one large injury. In addition, human bite marks were all over her body from head to toe, front to back. The marks were consistent with human tooth tearing the skin. A forensic dentist confirmed the bites as human. The child also suffered 18. Not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, not even 10, but 18 rib fractures, extensive bleeding under her scalp, multiple fractures on the back of her head, lacerated liver, a broken arm and a leg, and a bleeding blood vessel in her neck, which suggested possible strangulation. Jesus. Pinkard said the injuries were from blunt force trauma, but they couldn't determine what type of object was used. The autopsy also revealed the child had been essayed. Her genitalia and rectum were badly bruised. Pinkard said, okay, stop right there. This is not a case of a bad exorcism. This is a case of fucking cruelty to a human being, a human child. There is nowhere that I have ever seen that sex is involved to exorcism a demon from your body. If there is, someone show me where it's ever been written that you need to essay a child front and back to get the demon out of them. I want to see that. I've never heard of that. And if there is, I want to see it. But this is just nothing straight up of murdering a child. That's all it is. There is no reason whatsoever that should happen to exorcism a child, a 13-month-old child. There's no reason whatsoever. These people should automatically get the death penalty. Automatically. I've never seen anything like it, the pathologist said. Tanner asked him if it could have been caused by male penetration. Pinkard said it was likely caused by an object. Were you able to tell what injury caused the death? Tanner said, no, there were so many injuries present. He said the cause of death was listed as homicidal violence, including multiple blunt force and possibly strangulation. Testimony is to resume today at 9 a.m. in Montgomery County's 284th State District Court. And Kiki sent me, not Kiki, I'm sorry. I seen Kiki pop up there. Summer Thunder sent me something, and I'll play it here in a minute. But he bit her mouth and chin to get the demon out of her. Is that what he said in this interview thing, Kiki? Or this thing that you sent me? Let me get over here and get it right quick. I don't care if it shows it. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put an overlay over it, and I'll just show you or let you hear what it says. Okay? All right, let me grab an overlay. All right, I'll use that one. Let me get this all set up. We'll listen to a little bit of it. Well, I'm not going to listen to all of it, though, okay? So I'll stop that, go back. All right, let me put this up. All right, y'all going to have to tell me. I don't think I've done it right. Hold on. Y'all just tell me if you can hear the audio in it. All right, here we go.
The capital murder trial alleging the
Put a
fatal
one in chat if
torture
you
of
can hear this.
13-month-old Amora Carson had a profound effect on everyone in the Montgomery, Texas.
What's up, Ezra?
So horrific.
Ezra's the
were
guy I work
injuries
with,
to the
guys. Y'all say
child.
hi to Ezra.
The jury foreman described the experience as the worst 2 weeks of his life. 20-year-old Jessica Carson was sentenced to life for being complicit in her daughter's murder. In 2010, her boyfriend, Blaine Milam, was convicted of the killing and sentenced to death. Postpartum psychosis, methamphetamines, and religious delusions were all noted to have played a role when the young couple used a Ouija board to summon their dead fathers and ended up with a dead child. In conversation with condemned inmate Blaine Milam, renowned filmmaker Werner Herzog probes the twisted nature of this unimaginable tragedy on death row.
Thank y'all for the warm welcomes for Ezra. And I'm glad you remembered, Ezra. Ezra, hit that like for me. Hit that thumbs up. Drop
The
that
death
Domino's
penalty
DNA for
exists
me.
in 33 states of the United States of America. However, in recent years, a much smaller number has actually performed them. Executions are carried out by lethal injection. As a German, Coming from a different historical background and being a guest in the United States, I respectfully disagree with the practice of capital punishment. In the middle of nowhere, outside of Livingston, Texas houses its death row inmates at Polunsky Unit. Almost 300 inmates await their execution at this maximum security
Hey, say hi to
facility.
Ezra in there. He's the boy I work with at Domino's.
This is Blaine Milam. The prison system refers to him as number 999558. At the time of his conviction, he was the youngest inmate on Texas death row. He's 22 years old now.
Attention all officers, all stations, it is now count time, it is count time on the Pulaski unit.
You hear that very often, I guess.
Yes, sir.
Blaine Milam, thank you very much for talking to us. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. So far, so good. I guess today, first media visit. Ain't never had a media visit. And I love you, Mama. All right.
Do you have access to radio,
Yes, sir. Yes,
television?
sir. No
No
television.
television.
No kind of television. Just newspapers. We can get newspapers, magazines. But currently, right now, I'm on F-Pod. That's punishment pod. You can't have no radio. You can't have none of your property, but paperback books and your mat and fan. That's about it.
But this punishment section means you must have had some altercation with guards. There must have been something wild out there. Can you describe what put you there?
Well, what put me there? This is my third time being there. I got busted with some wine back in July. Homemade hooch, and got busted with that back in July.
How do you make wine on death row? Can you tell me? I would like to know.
It's you just
confess.
No.
How do you make wine on death row?
It's just fruit. All it is, and the liquid water, and it ferments, but it's not good. It's
how many days does it take to ferment?
About a week.
And you can get drunk.
Yeah, but it's not good for you. It ain't good. It tastes like chalk. It's nasty. It's you don't want none. It's not good. But I know my mom's not happy with me being back there, and it's not no fun back there either.
Blaine Milam grew up in trailer homes in rural Texas. His father, here in the background, pulled him out of 4th grade for homeschooling. As other kids of his age, he sees himself as a rock star.
Blaine Milam, famous drummer, singer, band has ever known.
Shirley Milam, you're holding a photo. When was this taken?
It was taken Friday.
Just a few days ago?
Just a few days ago.
On death row?
On death row.
And your son?
Yeah, I went and visited my son.
How is he doing?
He seems to be doing okay. Of course, you know, he was telling me about whenever they killed one of his people he knew, how long it took to kill him.
Are you afraid?
And then, yeah, I'm afraid. Because I know he's innocent. I think. I'm afraid for all of them in there, actually. I don't even think they should have a death penalty.
Can you picture Blaine when you close your eyes? Do you see him in front of you?
Yeah, I can see him in front of me. And sometimes I cry all the way from Livingston to home because I just feel so bad about having to leave him.
One thing I got to say is he was convicted, and he took a life. He took a life. Yet very, very cruelly, he took that baby's life. And the own grandmother says they don't think that they should have the death penalty. I understand her point of view because that's her son sitting on death row. But what if that, and that's her grandbaby. So I just don't understand why people don't believe in the death penalty. Look, I'm not saying I'm a Christian, but my grandmother taught me the Bible. And in the Bible, it says an eye for an eye. I may be taking that out of context the wrong way, but that's the way I think of it. I believe in the death penalty. All right, let's finish listening to it for a minute.
But you are here for your son.
Right. I am. I am.
And all this site was all happy memories.
Yeah, it was. I wish I didn't have to had to sell it.
Now it's all empty.
Yeah. It's all empty. It's all gone.
Save money on braces or SureSmile at Tri-Cities Orthodontics.
Give me just a minute, guys.
Now
That
through
commercial's over.
December 2nd, 2008, police received an emergency call. A little girl was found dead inside this house that has since been torn down.
I was sitting right here at this desk where we are now, and I received a phone call from the lieutenant of the Russ County Sheriff's Department CID division. And he told me that they had a dead baby, gave me the location, and he said, you need to come out here. Texas Ranger Kenny Ray at that time had a sub office, if you will, here next door to mine. And Kenny happened to be here, so I immediately stuck my head in his door and told him, come on, go with me. We need to go out here. They've got a dead baby.
Did you see the victim? Did you see the crime scene indoors?
Yes, when we finally, after getting briefed on what took place or what the initial officers had found, we went in and saw what was described to us as the crime scene and saw the victim. And the sheriff's department was beginning to do the photography and measurement and so forth and so on.
She's
but you're
she's on death row
describing it
too, I
not
think.
technically, but you're a human being as well. How did it strike you what you saw?
Very strange. Very strange. You've got a small child lying dead on the floor, apparently a victim of some kind of brutality. I don't know a better word to describe it than just brutality. And you immediately, you ask yourself, well, what's happened here? What took place? You know, what or who could do something like this to a baby?
All right, hippie grandma. I hope you get to feeling better,
The
dear.
crime was so horrific that the trial had to be moved to a different county in order to find an unbiased jury.
Blaine Milam and Jessica Carson were both 18 when Jessica's infant daughter was found dead in the double-wide trailer they shared with Blaine's mother in Russ County, Texas. The brutality of the attack was shocking, and the couple provided police.
Okay, wait a minute. She just said that they shared with Blaine's mom. So that lady standing there holding a picture of her and Blaine, where was she at when this was going on? Because they were sharing that trailer with the mom, with the grandmother. All right. We'll figure it out. See if they say anything about it.
Police a story that was also extraordinary. There was so much outrage in the community that DA Michael Jimerson was forced to prosecute more than 150 miles away in Montgomery County to ensure a fair trial.
I was out there that day. I was trying another case, and I got a call from William, "You have to see this," to come out here. And I came out there, and Amora laying in that doorway was really the image of the case, because in my mind, what you're filled with, and that's why the question's so difficult, because the emotions change. What you're filled with is this desire to pick this baby up, which of course we can't do. We can't interfere with a crime scene. But the desire is to go run into Amora and pick her up. Now, when you actually see a picture of the horror that was inflicted on her, in my opinion, it repels a person. She's just had her humanity robbed from her, taken from her. And so it's just so graphic, the violence that was inflicted upon her, that you don't want to, but you just have to rail back for just a second. Whereas when you see her in that dirty floor, in that doorway, you want to go run into her, you want to pick her up.
She liked your voice.
Yeah, she laughed a lot. Used to make funny noises for her, little duck noises. And she'd just start cracking up.
You make duck noises.
The guy that's talking now is
It's like old Donald Duck
Blaine,
noises and stuff.
former boss.
You know, stuff like that. She'd just look at me and just start busting laughing. And a lot of times I've watched on TV, you know, these stories about, you know, children being murdered and stuff. And I think about her.
Hey, Ezra, message me on Facebook.
Her favorite horse.
Oh, yeah. And she loved getting on back of the big shoulders and, you know, just sitting right there rocking. And, you know, then sometimes, like I said, she fell. She pulled the shirt up next to the throat. I couldn't breathe. You know, I was like, whoa, hold on. I had to go on the side, drop her off a little bit. And she'd get back up there and do it again.
She was a great little girl. She was beautiful. She was beautiful. Wasn't walking yet, but she was beautiful. Her first words were "Daddy."
And you were not even the biological father, but you were daddy for her.
Yes.
That was the first thing she ever said.
Yes, sir.
Can you still see her face when she said that?
Yes. I miss her. There ain't nothing I can do.
And you loved her.
I did. I loved her and Jessica.
That was a joke. Look at my.
This is Jessica Carson, the mother of the little girl. Blaine was condemned to death, but she, in a separate trial, received a life sentence without parole.
I mean, you don't know how it happened. They wouldn't let it into trial.
So the boy, the gentleman talking now, got life and no, he got the death penalty. And good night, Ezra. Have a good night, buddy. But the girl making a plea deal, probably, and I'm not saying she did, I'm just taking a guess, making a plea deal, got life without parole. Neither one of them will ever see the light of day again. But still, I think if she was involved, she should get the same thing that he gets. I don't think that everybody the judicial system is kind of fucked up because they give deals to whoever throws them the first information. I don't think you should get, you should get a deal. Getting this off of your head, getting this out of your heart should be the deal that you're going to be, because you don't want to take this to the grave with you. You already caught, you're already behind bars. Might as well go ahead and get it over with and admit it. If you get the death penalty, oh well, that means you're just going to meet your maker sooner than you were supposed to. Just my opinion. I may be wrong, but that's my opinion on it. All right, here we go. We'll finish listening to a little bit more.
But she thought she was possessed by a demon, in case you didn't know. It all.
How is it possible that such an angelic little girl, a toddler, is being possessed by Satan?
Oh man,
by demons.
That's a pretty baby, man.
How do you know? How does it
Jessica
happen?
thought the cat was possessed by the demon. I don't know how it happens.
Jessica, as you know, whenever we first met and everything, she seemed like a very nice girl and everything. And after my husband died, it's like she just turned into a different person. But see, she lost her father too, a while before Daniel passed away.
But that's where things spiraled down for Jessica and for Blaine.
Yes, that's where things. Correct? Yeah, things spiraled down from there.
Spiraling down meant both of them apparently became delusional, caused by their belief in forces of demons and Blaine's use of methamphetamines. Jessica spoke to the ranger right after Blaine. These are excerpts of their conversation.
Hey, come sit down. You're Jess? My name's Kenny Ray. I'm with the Texas Rangers, okay?
Imagine a future where plastic is not wasted,
we'll get through the,
but instead remade over and over.
Right. We had to go through the commercial.
Will you talk to me for a few minutes? Okay. I'm going to record what we say so I don't forget anything, okay? How old are you?
18.
Okay. All right, tell me, just start off. Tell me the story about what happened this morning.
Okay.
What from the?
We decided to go out to the property. So we walked down to the property, and we didn't plan on being there that long, but we just got and start talking details about everything, about the trailer and everything. And
did Blaine resent you having the baby? Did that cause a problem in y'all's relationship?
No, he loved that little baby.
Why would he hurt her?
Okay, first off, she's telling lies. Exactly, Summer Thunder. She's telling lies right there. He loved that little baby. Wouldn't it be he loved Amora? Why you got to say that little baby? Sounds like she resented having the baby. Maybe because Amora kept her tied down. She couldn't do things. She had to be responsible and she didn't want to be. These are just guesses of mine, guys. I do not know. And they're opinions of mine. So, but she says he loved that little baby. Why couldn't it be he loved Amora? Just saying, guys, it's all in the wordplay. Here we go.
Huh?
Why would he hurt her?
He wouldn't.
Why would he lie to me then?
Huh?
Why would he lie to me? He told me you were an honor graduate from Longview High School. You're a very smart girl. Y'all were together this morning for about an hour or an hour and a half, and your stories do not match. One of you's lying to me, or both of you's lying. Right now is the time for you to tell me the truth about what. Let's get it out. That's the only way that this is ever going to be right, is for us to get it out. So right now, just tell me what happened.
I would never hurt that baby.
Tell me what happened.
I wouldn't either.
Tell me what happened.
He loves that little baby.
But just tell me the truth about what happened. Let's get it so you can get it off your chest. Because it's just going to eat you up if you don't. It's just going to eat you up.
No,
Tell me what happened.
I could tell you, but you wouldn't believe me.
I will. I will believe you.
No, you won't.
I will believe you. I promise
If you do, none of the other cops won't. Because it's something that they would not believe.
I will believe you. I promise you, I will believe you.
But they won't. And they're going to think we're lying about it, and we're not. That's why we made up this story.
It was early on December 2nd, 2008, when Rusk County Sheriff's deputies called investigators to the site of a child murder. The scene was as grim as it was confounding. 13-month-old Amora Carson's broken body lay dead on the floor when her teenage mother, Jessica Carson, and Jessica's boyfriend, Blaine Milam, spoke with law enforcement at the crime scene.
We were initially told that the crime had occurred in a, for lack of a better term, a front bedroom just off the living room there in the house. And they had even gone so far as to use some fake blood, if you will. And, you know, we're approaching Halloween time now. We're familiar with fake blood and all that, but they had.
So there was a staged crime
There
scene
was a
with fake.
staged crime scene. And we, for lack of a better term, fell for it. And that's where we concentrated our investigation and our efforts. As we went further into the investigation and brought these other people in, other investigators from these other agencies, they discovered the actual crime scene, which was in a back bedroom in another part of the house. They discovered blood traces in there. They discovered some other physical evidence in there, some clothing, several different things that were later used in the actual trial as evidence.
Within hours, Jessica Carson and Blaine Milam were arrested. Forensic evidence was still being gathered. At the end, it was so overwhelming that it led to their convictions.
Well, I brought the closing argument, or part of the closing argument that I used in the Carson trial, because there's a moment in time that, to me, really captured what was occurring that moment of December 2nd, 2008. And I've got 4 photographs up here all together, and they're all one moment in time around 9 a.m. that morning, shortly after 9 a.m. At the crime scene, out in the carport, laying in the dirt out there in the filth, is the car seat, which I submit goes to show intent. Amora was never going to ride in that car seat anymore. It was taken out of the car and thrown in the dirt. In the pawn shop, he had some old tools. One of them was an old electric chainsaw that he was trying to pawn for money. Now, there's conflicting stories over why they were doing that, whether they were on the run or whether they were trying to get money for the alleged exorcism or things like that. But he's trying to pawn these tools, and Jessica Carson is with him. And at that very moment in time, Amora is laying in that filth and dirt on that floor out there.
Right after the transaction, both are seen casually browsing the shelf for DVDs, as if it were the most normal of days.
Kevin Roy, who was actually the deputy from the sheriff's department, he's in dispatch at the time the call comes in, the 911 call. One of the first things he does is he ends up picking Amora's foot up, and it basically lifts Amora all the way up across her back. She's just stiff. She's just solid stiff at that time. That's at 10:37 a.m. This is at 9:05. Now, by 9:05, she was probably already stiff. Scientists are real careful about when rigor sets in. And the medical examiner told us, though, and I'll show you in a minute in a timeline, that it was hours, not minutes. We don't know whether that's 4 hours or whether that's considerably more than 4 hours.
Only minutes after the pawn shop, another security camera caught them at a gas station. Jessica bought a soda and cigarettes. All this while her child was already dead for hours. It was not until they returned home that they called 911.
December 2, 2008, 16 hours, 48 minutes, 15 seconds.
Rescue 911.
Yes. My name's Blaine Milam, and my daughter, I just found her dead.
How old's your daughter?
13 months.
13 months old? Okay, let me connect you with the ambulance service, okay?
This is sick.
Ma'am, we're going to try CPR anyway, okay? Get her to the phone now.
51 minutes, 26 seconds.
Get her. Blaine, get her, hurry. Are you there?
Yes.
Y'all stalling is not helping her at all.
Go ahead.
If he's not going to do it, you put the phone down and go get that baby and get her to the phone.
All of this occurs in the early morning hours of December 2nd. How long this exorcism, or what I would refer to as a torture of Amora, went on before that, we don't know. But there are injuries to Amora's genitalia at some point in the early morning hours of December 2nd. Now, Dr. Pinkard, unlike CSI, he can't fix the time of those injuries, but it was his testimony that hours after that,
Zapier's easy automation can send every marketing lead directly into your.
and these are the injuries. It's my recollection, these were actually injuries to the child's genitalia. Seems wrong to say about a baby, but those injuries to the vaginal vault I described to you, that phrase that in my opinion should never be used about a human being, that those occur. There's some indication that there was healing. The body was able to formulate a response, and you'd have to talk to a scientist about how the body does it. But there are ways that they're able to determine from microscopic review of the tissue around the marks that her body, Amora was fighting to the end.
Apparently he's telling her that, well, Amora, who's 13 months old, is striking herself with a hammer and doing all this stuff to herself. And so that obviously didn't fly very far.
Because the child suffered multiple fractures.
Multiple is being very generous with the estimation of how many fractures the child suffered. And a lot of them are what's called spiral fractures, which is twisting of the bone, where the break, instead of going laterally or whatever, will go around the bone in a spiral shape. And then just,
And 18 ribs broken.
At least that many.
And skull fractures.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. It's like I say, everybody that's looked at it just say it's horrible.
Jeez.
Kevin Roy gets on scene, and this is what I say about the human mind just shutting down. He looks and he sees Amora's body, and it's covered in what we later know are 24 bite marks, where you have the upper arch and the lower arch. Dr. Williams called them, it sounds odd to say, but some of the best impressions he'd ever seen, especially on skin, because skin's a poor medium for bite marks. And the other thing is Blaine Milam had a very unique bite. We called it the M series, where his teeth made an indenture that was very unusual. So in a closed population group, we were really able to say that that's him. Of course, we were also able to confirm 2 of the bites with DNA.
You know, I think you get desensitized in what we do at times, whether it's being a correspondent who sees things in war to an attorney or a police officer who sees bodies. You find ways to deal with it. But what I'll never forget the bite marks from the toe to the chin to over the mouth and nose. It was almost as if someone was trying to, I guess, suck out demons from the nose and mouth, the way the bite mark or the mouth print was on the child. I've never seen anything like it in my life.
The first stories, Jessica Carson.
What kind of fucking mind do you have to do something that horrific to your own child? They ought to beat the living hell out of that boy in prison. I don't know when his execution date is set, but I would love to be there. I would love to watch the soul go out of this boy's body. It is unreal what people do in this world. But we'll stop right there, guys, on that. I might go over some more. Oh, I can take that down now. But I might go over some more soon. And God almighty, guys. I just don't understand how that. That was in Texas, Kiki and Lily. It was set twice. What was set twice? Under. No, Texas don't play. I'll give you that. All right, guys. Tomorrow I have a show that someone brought to my attention, and it's another one where the system failed. The system failed the kids. But guys, I don't mean to trigger nobody. If it upsets anybody, I'm sorry. I just want this shit brought out to know what kind of people live in this world. That sometimes it's not just strangers that does this to their kids, but it's also the parents or a relative that can do this to the kids. So guys, I appreciate y'all coming in. Please don't forget tomorrow night's show. Don't forget Friday is the bonfire. Saturday's the concert. And then Sunday night, game night. It is sad, ain't it, Sky Angel? It is very sad. But thank y'all for being here. You know, you can't never have it is the evil that walks this world, and the evil could be right next door to you, or it could be one of the nicest people you'll ever meet in your neighborhood. But behind that closed door, no telling what kind of evil that man or that woman or that boy or that anybody could do. Just be careful, guys. Keep your kids safe. Keep an eye on them. And always know where they're at. I'm always aware. Exactly, Sky Angel. I'm always aware of my surroundings. My kids, they'll know it now, but I know where they're at all the time. So, guys, you be good. Stay safe. Thank you for being here. If you'd like to donate to the channel, you can. In the Cash App or the PayPal, it's not required, but it would be very much appreciated. Like I said, they cut me down to 1 day a week last week, and it's hurt me. But that is not required. The only requirement I ask is for you to come in here, have a good time, enjoy the time here with family and friends. And that's still in my head, guys. Sorry. But we will see you tomorrow night on here. Y'all be good. Stay safe. And we never say bye over here. We always say see you, because bye is too permanent. And we'd love to see you back. So much love and respect. Thank you, Sky Angel. Much love and respect to each and every one here. Y'all be good, and we will see you tomorrow night. All right? Like I said, much love and respect to everyone here. So be good, stay safe, and we will see you tomorrow. Y'all have a good night.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. Everything I do so instinctive and so